Ah, fucking hell.
Can we start?
It's right.
What are you starting about? Like, what is the context?
Welcome back to another episode of Out of Pocket. Today, we're here with some new guests. I'm gonna introduce them after he's done eating so he can say something. Give us some minutes.
2 hours later.
I'm gonna start with John. Say hi.
Hello.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Next up is my guy Ify. If you can figure out where he is.
Hello?
That looks confused as shit.
Huh?
Right in front of him is the guy that's fighting so hard right now.
Nah, I'm straight. I'm
You
straight.
straight? Amen to that. So ladies, he's straight. That's my guy Dre. Behind her, you know, she's not a newbie to the thing. She knows all about the out of pocket. She stays out of the pocket, you know. Let's try and keep her back inside this time. Miss AMAKA. And the far right we got Toby Loves. And as usual, I'm your host, Mr. For the Vibes. Thank you for coming back to another one. Today we're talking about mumu button. If you're not Nigerian and you don't know what mumu button, it means foolish button, and we'll explain as we go. So my question is, do you guys believe in mumu button or no?
We believe in Mumu Button.
Okay, give us what's going on your mind.
Nah, Mumu Button did.
You did.
Person never get Mumu Button.
Have you experienced mumu button before?
I have. One person.
That shit
One
was
person.
horrible.
You held or someone was holding.
Huh?
You held someone or someone was holding your own.
I think I've held, but only one person has held mine.
Yeah.
It's real, bro. It's real.
Okay,
It's real.
before we dive into that deep trauma, let's start the normal way. Let's have a quick sip of ours. You know? Cheers.
Chop my coke.
Cheers.
Wait, so am I the only one that has?
No. Say your own piece.
Yeah,
say your own piece.
I don't know.
My guy won't beg.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
No, say your own piece. No, say your piece. All of us will say our piece.
I don't know, man. It's just when person will move button, you don't even know. You don't.
Yeah, that thing is horrible, man.
So they leave the mumu button, that's when you realize.
Yeah, that is. You don't
You actually
know
had my mumu button.
once you're done, you just like.
You realize it right down. It's like you.
Write it out. Go ahead. Say it. Release the pen. It's on.
It's like you're doing some things and it's like you're better than this. You know, like, you know, but you just but you people move, they make a move. You know, it happens. It happens.
Oh God.
It happens, bro.
Oh God. Okay, John. You believe in moon button?
I believe
A person don't hold your moon button before.
when you describe I'm blessed person.
Tell us the experience, just for your own experience.
Huh?
Your own experience, how did moon button feel for you?
Now why they go back, they read the chat. And that's off Wi-Fi. People like say I be idiot.
Tough times.
And you just look at it. Sometimes you have to block them. Because the evidence cannot be there again.
Oh, so wait, you go back and read the stuff you were telling them, and then just looking at yourself in a different perspective, you just
Yeah,
like,
that's not me, you know.
That's
But
not you.
that was me.
That was you.
That's not me.
Could it still be you?
Nah, God forbid.
So the person comes back with your moon button, you won't go back.
I'm all. It's
Have
not.
they left your mumu button?
Right now?
Yeah,
Nah.
They still have it.
Nah,
They still have
no.
it.
they don't have it anymore.
I know they still have it. Small, but by God's grace.
But what changed now?
Huh?
What changed? I had. If you destroy your mumu button, they can still have it.
They can still have it.
Like
Now
they
you
always have it.
just have to be a man sometimes. Because honestly, bro, like, nah, you can't keep going back to that situation. Like it's a kind of situation where when you get back into it, and it kind of messes up your peace.
So much pain! So much pain!
But you won't know though because your mumu button is activated.
No, I feel it. You feel it. But like, but when you're in it, it's
sweet.
It's not like it's sweet. Like, but it's just.
Look at this. Somebody come look at this.
You just find yourself like just doing some.
You know what I'm saying?
Sorry.
I think I was saying it's not like it's sweet. You just find yourself doing some shit and it's or like keep going back to the situation.
It feels like home, sorta.
Yeah.
That's a little bit excessive.
I guess that was my experience.
No.
I guess. What
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I feel like in my definition, mumu button is like you going out of character and you not knowing you're going out of character until you are out of the character.
So yeah.
Word. Seriously.
Put it on a shoe.
Listen, I'm going to say it again. It's like you get it out of character and you not knowing that you're out of character until you're out of that character.
Interesting.
So basically, you start seeing someone and you like your ways just change for some weird reason just because you are always with this person and like she just has you on the chokehold mentally or and emotionally. Then you're now like, let's say things you used to do, you're now doing it again just because of something she likes. Then after a while, you guys break up. Then now you're like, shit, fuck. Why the fuck was I doing this? Like, how did that even make me? Now you're going back to your original self because now, back like default, right? So that's what I'm saying.
Okay, so according to you, mumu button is in association with close proximity. You have to be with the person.
No, you don't have to be
because the
physically.
mumu button I'm thinking about is sometimes you're not even with the person, no? But if they come back to your life just to holler at you,
all they have to do is like double tap your Instagram.
I swear, like my picture and
now all you're like, how you been? I missed the times we had together. You know what? Have you watched a new episode of Grey's Anatomy? Like shit like that.
This guy's gone through it, bro.
You're like, bro. You're like, oh, did you know this guy released a new song? Like the most dumb. Oh, remember Wednesday? I think they have 50% off now, and your dumbass is there again. Like I've had a situation where I missed someone. She forgot something in my house. After like 6 months, I texted her. I was like, I kind of think you are in a relationship, but I think you left something in my place. Do you want me to bring it or what? She's like, oh, just straight away. I was like,
No connect.
I was like, goddamn, son.
6 months, you give her time to really move on. She's replaced that item.
No, she couldn't say
She said you gave her time to.
She has a new man, but you know, like she does not shoot. It is what it is. No, sorry, I'm not a homewrecker. I'm not a homewrecker.
Okay, AMAKA, explain. Okay, give us as an ambassador for the female community. Give us an explanation of mumu button from a female perspective.
I don't know. I feel like move on is when you know you're not supposed to be there and you keep going back there, and like you're doing things that you don't in your right mind you wouldn't do, but for this person you're doing it, and then you know you reevaluate eventually and you're like, damn, like.
Or even like allowing things like.
No, or even caring about things like things that like when they don't have that, but then like you're like, why did I even care? Like.
I think that the big word you call is like when like you allow them to disrespect your boundaries.
Yeah, but like
that's what I would call it.
Or you also go out of pocket in your own character too when you have that. Like it goes both ways. Like I feel like you do some shit and you're like why? Like you know, like it goes both ways. And then they make you do some shit and you let some things happen to you too that you just wouldn't.
Yeah, on the normal day you won't let it like happen or you won't let it slide.
Yeah. I hear that. What's yours?
The same as them said. You just go, you have bad habits. Let me say something different. I say bad habits. And you should not, you should not be doing that, but somehow you still
how have you guys like gotten out of yours?
I'll call you when I'm out. It's not easy. Okay, no, I just get on your own.
I think it's just making a decision, man. Like, it got to the point where it was actually disturbing me. like literally, it was disturbing me. Like it was just disturbing me. I couldn't do it.
And you chose yourself finally.
Yeah, man. At a certain point, you have to.
Yeah, but do you know one nice thing? By the time you recover yourself, like there's this actual fucking like nice feeling when you're like, shit, I'm back on my bullshit again, right? Like I'm back on like regular schedule. You just feel really great, and depending on who it is or whatever chemistry you have with the person, that person might never have the access they had to you before. Once you like reset back to like how things were before the person came into your life.
I mean, like I get what you're saying, but at the same time though, like you can also like temporarily convince yourself that's how they're feeling. But that's just because the person will hold your mumu button.
Okay,
never
check this out.
yet.
The most stupid person I've ever let hold my mumu button. This was when I came to Canada. This shorty, I've never like taken flowers to a girl before. My dumbass in the freaking snow. I took a cab. I took this girl flowers. I was like, yo, come to dinner with me because this girl had my mumu button. This girl told me to, I'll do it. She like choke hold. And Shirley was like, whatever. So, and she said she would meet me at dinner. I was at dinner, I'll never forget, 8 p.m. on a Thursday at Moxie's. Shirley ghosted me. She didn't show up.
Damn.
She didn't show
In
up.
the snow with flowers.
I said, normal guy, man, you're meant to block Shirley. My dumb is not blocked. I texted her the next day. She was like, oh, I was sick or whatever. We kept talking. Guess what I did? I went to ask her out for movies again. And this girl said that grandparents, how do you lose your grandparents in one fucking night?
You should have said, come
yo, this shit happened when I was like 20, 21. To this day.
Wait, she lost both grandparents.
Yo! I swear. Oh god.
You didn't have to lose one.
She said she lost both. She said she lost both. I said to this day, if this girl was fucking burning, I'll walk past her. Yo.
Wait, how did they die? I'm actually curious.
I can't remember the story. I swear she said that she lost both grandparents. I think maybe an accident or some shit. But all I know is like 3-4 years later, I saw her with someone on her Facebook page, like it was her granddad. I was like, is that this one must be another from your mother's side? Maybe it's the father's side that died. Yo, since then, I think that was my villain origin story. That was the beginning of trust issues.
No, they had you.
They had.
I think that
my mumu button has never made me spend money. That's the limit. I think that's how I get out my mumu. Ask me to spend money. Give my remote back. Yeah, I have not spent money on at that moment. It's just like, from my own experience, it's more so like, you look back and you're like, what is attracting me here? Like, what is it that is suiting me to come back?
I swear to God, it's like, you even go back, like, now I look at her picture, I'm like, what the fuck were you thinking?
Yeah, same. I literally
I'm like, literally upstairs, one time I was like, God, thank you, this did not work out.
But then still though, on top looking at the picture, I've been like, what the fuck am I?
You're
just small double tap on the picture. I'm like, no, but then there's the thing, yeah, you can convince yourself that you finally fixed that mindset.
No, you're there complaining about the future or what you could have done, and you're still there reminiscing about the past. No, no one can leave your move button.
That's what I'm saying.
They have
They
really wanted you right now, they would.
No.
That's because they ain't trying. No, guy, you be there. This is the thing. This
They just left the remote somewhere.
That's what escaping your move button is literally mental, bro.
No, it's
because
very
when they double tap on your picture or say something like they just do something to come back to your way.
Every time you need to go back and look at the chat and say this is you.
But that's the thing. Still, yeah, you remind yourself.
Do it again.
Wait for closure.
There's nothing like closure, bro. There's not like closure.
Closure.
I
love closure.
Because guys, no, look now.
I think closure is a thing though. I think
that's another one we're gonna address. We're gonna address that one.
I think closure is definitely like a good thing.
We're gonna address that a whole nother time. Right now we're talking about mumu button, and I'm telling you, just like Toby said, it's lifetime. Because if that person that holds your mumu button comes and hits you up, if they come and hit you up, what's the first thing you think to yourself? Oh shit, she finally realizes the improvement I've been making in my life.
So you guys, only one person has ever held yours.
I think I've probably had two, but like the other.
So you think, so you're saying both of them,
so I guess the only way we're getting out is releasing your mumu button, enter another one. That's literally the only way.
You're free from the first one.
Yeah.
Okay, so
actually, right.
So
are you saying that at any given time somebody must hold your mumu button?
I think so, yeah.
Nah.
I don't think so.
I feel like
I think if that's not the case, then you're just a narcissist.
Okay.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Okay, I don't think the two
go
like that.
No, there's just somebody you're willing to surrender yourself.
I don't think so. I think
it does. No, you don't have to be like
mess it up for like any other person.
Let's say you found someone, you're super into them, they were holding it, and then they did something that truly made you just like, hell no. So no one's doesn't mean that I'm a narcissist. It's like
no, but then in that short period, you're looking for another person to replace the other one.
You might not even
if you get somebody else to replace them, they might not necessarily have your move button. It's just a next situation.
But that's the thing. If you're looking for someone to replace the first one, what shoe are you trying to fill?
You're looking for companionship.
You're looking for someone to fill these
companionship.
shoes.
No,
Would they ever feel it?
Why do you want somebody to hold your mumu button? You don't
No,
have
I'm
to
not saying I
somebody
want
to
it.
hold your mumu button.
Well, you wouldn't mind someone having a mumu button.
No, I don't want somebody.
How does that
I don't want
work?
somebody to hold my mumu button.
Actually, I don't.
I don't want somebody to hold my mumu
I
button.
don't want it.
No,
You
because
don't want
now-
it. Nobody wants anybody
Wait,
to hold it.
some people want it.
No. Yeah, those ones. Okay, those ones is a whole different thing. We just
You know the
explain that to
shitty
God,
thing
God
about
made
when
it that
someone
way.
has your mumu button, all the decisions you make are not logical anymore. They're all based off emotions, and we all know that when you make decisions with your emotions, it ends up in shit. I don't know. Am I wrong here? Yeah.
Well, most of the time. Most of the time.
I
It's
mean,
not all the time.
8 out of
I
10
don't know.
making decision with emotions is shit. Like making decision when you're on like really excited, or making decision when you're really like mad or whatever, or like when you're really in love with the person, right? And you're not seeing like facts. 8 out of 10 usually ends up bad.
Okay, I can agree to that.
There's definitely love goggles. Like you see
Yeah.
someone differently. Like when you're like into them,
I feel like,
you
okay.
really treasure them. You see them differently, or you don't take their actions like negatively. You don't see how they could be negative.
You excuse a bunch of shit.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why like you see relationship. Let's say like a girl is like dating a guy, and the girlfriend is like, yo, from outside this looks like shit, but for her she's having the best time of her life, right? So like that love thing, scary hours. Scary hours.
Wait. Are you saying that? Do you think the mumu button comes hand in hand with love? Like, do you think that?
I was gonna ask that actually.
It comes with strong
do you think
emotions.
that somebody can have your mumu button without like necessarily it
Emotions.
being love?
Love,
Yeah, I believe
love
that.
will be stretching, but with emotions, yes.
Yeah.
No, I don't think someone can have your moon button
If it's not love.
if it's not love.
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah,
I,
it's like
I think it's
strong-
gotta be love.
Yeah.
It's much one past love. You know when you're on the spectrum, you jump love and then you get to moon button because you can't actually just like you can't just like someone or like just care about someone and they can control
You
you.
know, nice
Yeah.
example. Tristan Thompson has the Mumu button for that show. What's her name?
Chloe
You know when that nigga has cheated?
I think they have contracts at this point.
Because that guy
I think at the same time she has his too. Because you don't have to be there. You know, none of them have to be there. Why are they still there?
But
I mean, they have a
the
kid together.
reason I'm
They have
saying
kids
someone can
together.
have a moon button
Don't have
without
to
being
be
love
as
is
deep as
because
you make
the
it.
people that have had my moon button are just people I've just opened myself to a little bit, not necessarily that I got to know them enough to
So
love.
you want to say deep down? You
Oh,
have any
my
emotions?
guy,
Do you have
you've
any
never
emotions?
been in love
Do you
before?
have any
I
I've never
emotion.
been in love before? Or
I don't think I have.
Okay,
never
but
been
maybe
in
I think
love
you
before?
have.
Well, you
I
just
think
don't
your
classify.
classification
I do agree with
is
him.
different.
I do agree with him.
No, because the person that holds my moon button currently, I don't think I love them.
Interesting.
But you
Because I have
strong
never
emotions.
gotten close enough to actually get to know them to love them.
But what's your definition of moon button? Like, what do you do? Like, you spend money?
No, my definition of moon button is making me wanting to like actively spend time with someone. And I myself, I know that I'm looking antisocial.
Charles, that's the bare minimum. That's not
Exactly. Thank you. That's literally the bare minimum. I rarely want to spend time. The only way I communicate with half these people is on Snapchat or like PlayStation group chat. It's not that I'm asking them, yo, you want to go grab coffee, you want to go grab this. Because
Wait, did you
I
say
want to do my thing.
PlayStation group chat?
Yeah, party chat.
Interesting.
Yeah, I play my video games and shit. I'll see him on the field here and there. I see him here on like when we're recording this.
Oh, I
then
thought you were talking about Shawty's.
no. But that's the thing. That's the thing. You guys are like my inner circle, and still I don't ask you guys to hang out. Now my moon button is me being open to the idea of
I
actually
see what you're saying.
doing that with you, but still. I don't think I've actually done that enough to be in love with that person. That's why I say it's not conflicting.
Okay, I think
Interesting.
those of us who have like experienced love and like the extremities of things, like we see a like different moon button, like we've seen a different level of
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh God, please let me never reach that level.
You don't want to get there.
Sorry, Charles, I don't
I'm
understand. But you haven't
you don't
gone
wanna
there
get
yet.
Yo, this
What
guy
do you
is
mean?
strong.
Yeah, what do you mean?
You don't want to get there.
What do you mean you want to hang out with someone who is like, bro, like, you haven't gone there yet. Like, when you reach...
It's scary. You don't want to get there, bro. It's scary.
No, this guy's
outside.
Wait, so you went to the restaurant?
No,
after she did
so
work, you went to her house?
I took the so I went to get flowers and I got like a card and I went to her house in the snow fucking snow, and I rented a cab to do that shit, and our fucking dogs left fur on my fucking foot. I won't forget that. I gave this shorty the shit that she's like, oh yeah, I'll be there, I'll see you there. I was like, gas up.
You brought the roses to ask her out.
Yeah.
Romeo!
Yeah, in my life, after since then, I have never thought about opening doors.
They killed your romance.
Yo, when they say romance was dead,
yo,
that was the headshot.
They killed your romance. No!
This guy.
That's the villain origin story.
Yeah. Yo, no,
I get it now.
I think that's like the foundation of my emotion, like my high. Foundation. Like that was the beginning of whatever I have right now.
Nah, she no try.
The first person that holds your moon button is the ultimate.
I mean, I don't think, yeah.
The first person to hold it.
Don't forget your first.
After that,
technician.
after her, I don't think anyone has made me do that. Because I just don't give
because none of them are trying to reach that level.
No, I don't give the chance because I'm already like, there's this big huge wall because I'm like, I don't want to have this kind of feeling again, that hopeful feeling that, oh, I was hoping this was going to work, right? So now it's like, I don't want to take that chance. Also, it's like, even if I'm approaching a girl, it's at the back of my mind, like, this is just...
Yeah, because it hasn't
you got stood up,
you
got stood up for one day and you just gave up on women.
AMAKA,
no, it finished so wild.
You see why there's a war? Because
they are more like them out there. You can do anything. Say you give up.
See, I said it was only my second year in Canada. I was just Johnny just come. I just entered. Johnny just come. Guy, I was like, because I think I had this image in my head, like, oh, girls are like, oh, they want like love, they want, bro, okay, they just want dick and fuck off.
I misinterpreted the rules.
That was the reason why I'm like,
no, wait, there are girls out there that want love, guys.
No.
Girls out there that want love.
Okay, let's
you guys just know how to pick them. Like, what if
you gotta put these things back in the pocket?
Listen. What if you were shooting like well out of your like what if you were shooting and you didn't realize you were shooting, so you really had faith, but the girl was like, this guy can't be for real. He can't really think I'm going with you.
First of all, I'm out of her league. First of all, we can't even say that. Like, not to gas myself up or anything.
Period.
So let's not, let's not do that.
So there's no chance of you being delusional. Like there's no chance.
Looking back at it now, I was out of her league.
No, she did the curving. So.
For the fact she did the curving doesn't mean.
Wait, right now you're out of her league.
But
at that time, what was the situation?
So you
felt like you were wrong.
You just came back from Nigeria.
Yeah, everything. Man was rocket.
Makes sense.
So probably was like, oh, and then you did too much. Like, you know how niggas are we're not doing all that.
So that's too much now.
Back then.
She was a year younger than me.
So you were 21, she was 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on. And they can bring out flowers and everything. It's almost like a marriage proposal.
Do you know the funny thing? Because I was new in the city, so the man there was like, oh yo, if this girl just wants to hook up. But I was like, no, I love this girl. I want her to be my I'm so stupid.
I can't change her.
I was trying to fucking save a shorty.
You are a stupid motherfucker, you understand?
My brain niggas were like, if you know this girl just wants dick, I was like, no. Like, I don't want to be like every other nigga. Shorty just wants other niggas. So I'm like, I think that's what gave me the perspective, like, oh, Shorty just want dick and like, no strings attached.
From one experience, he just said,
please. That one is a multitude.
At a very young age.
At a very young age, that one is enough.
You know that meme where they're like, oh, boys get traumatized at like 21 and hate females till they die. It's small. No, but I love women still, but trusting them.
Okay, now imagine being a woman and just like preparing yourself for actually multiple of those experiences, because most women experience multiple of those rather than one and done. We're stupid. We're the ones that just like It's like
Y'all the ones that open yourself to that experience.
But
I feel like they can't help it to an extent though.
There you go.
We just
That's
have
the
faith.
way you can't help it with someone holding your moon button.
We just have faith. No, it's just like we just have faith. I think like, and then because you guys are traumatized because you're not made of tough skin. I think women are made of tougher skin. So even if someone does you dirty one time, you give it another shot, right? Or you give another guy another shot. But men are like, she broke my heart when I was 12 years old. I will never trust another woman.
Well, AMAKA, I know one nice feeling. I don't know if it's happened to you. For a guy, yeah, if you have a girl's mood button, that is the feeling.
It's not toxic right now.
Am I?
No, talk.
Out of pocket.
Anyways, if by chance, by accident, not intentional, never intentional, and you get a girl's mood button, I don't know, it's just sweet. It's sweet. Maybe because of past experience, I'm like, so this is what it feels to have all these cards in your hands. But I try not to abuse it. When I see it getting deep, when it's getting deep, I cut.
I think by the time you're holding someone's moon button, you cutting is.
It's kind of traumatized.
Pain, hashtag pain.
But it's still better so now.
Yeah, you don't let it go deep. Like once you see it getting deep.
I mean, that's what that girl can say about you, but look at you right now.
Yeah.
She didn't even let you start.
I feel like.
She doesn't even remember him, bro.
I
remember, bro.
Yeah, she does. She actually, yeah, I think she does. Yeah.
Are you sure?
You still send them postcards.
No.
But I follow each other.
No.
Every year, that same day, he sent flowers.
So back then I was using a Samsung phone, so you could save your what is it called, your pictures in Samsung, Google, whatever. I swear I opened it like last year just for shits and giggles, and I looked at it, I was like, because I screenshotted some of the text, I was like, this is actually like hard proof. This is like the origin shit. It's like fuck this.
Damn, if the guy is ever feeling like he's losing his
self-harm,
his toxicity, he goes back for
reset.
God damn, no.
But I'm a changed man. Like it's all better now though. Like I love shorties, I love emotions and shit. Like.
Very false. True. No, very false. It's so false. It's very bad.
Yeah, I'm
Moon button is it's a nice and horrible feeling. Depends on who has it. At the end of the day,
if you own it,
if you have it, good for you. If you don't,
it's nice. It's not nice.
Thank you for coming. I call it character development.
It's character development.
It is actually.
You very much character development.
That's it for this video. We're gonna call it right there. We went enough into the moon button thing. Catch you guys next week for another episode. Again, thank you to my guests for an interesting one. Cheers. See you next one.
Peace.
Subscribe.